So people need to pay attention to price tags when they go to check out. I was at Walmart last night, got 4 different types of pants. 2 were the same kind. So, and I used the self-checkout only because they only had like 3 lines open, and there were like, I kid you not, like 8 people in there, and the lines were not moving. And I was on a time crunch. Otherwise, I would have stayed in line. But anyway, so this is $10.98, right? It rang up for $11.98. Then the other pairs of pants I got that were different, they were 27 something, 27 like 98 or whatever. They rang up for $29.98. So I had to get a worker, and it was a difference between the 4 different pairs of different pants, a difference of $6. Now that was just on items that I happened to notice. There's people beside me that were having the same exact issue. And when I talked to another person while I was actually still shopping, they grabbed something and they noticed that there was 2 different prices listed. There was the one on the actual item, and then there was like the regular signage, and it was more expensive. So, and who knows if there's other items I just didn't catch. And the clerk apologized. They corrected it. So I got this difference of the $6 back. And they said, well, it's the difference between what the new shipment is costing, and then I had picked up supposedly an older item. But a lot of times in Walmart now, they have the electric signs. And I know a lot more places are getting those. And I don't know, for me, I'm leery of them because how often do they change them? Do they change them once a day, once a week? Are they changing them like when you go and it's busy? Like I remember a couple of years ago when I was like using like Lyft or whatever, I visited Chicago several years ago. You got like an upcharge or whatever when they're more busier. So yeah, so just pay attention. And then I went to the grocery store and I needed spices. I needed peppercorn, whole peppercorn. And they had like the little bottles were like this big, right? They wanted $5 or $6 for them. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Then I saw this, like the big huge container. It was like 9 something. I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll just, so I grabbed it, because it's, might as well pay $9 or $10 for this one versus the other one. Well, then I noticed that the one I had picked, it wasn't all the way full. It was only full to here. And I was like, oh, maybe it got opened or something, So then I checked, and there's only like 6 of these on the shelf. 2 of them were only all the way full like this. The other ones were only here, filled to here. So I'm assuming that then this is an older one that was from the previous one. So the companies are making it so you're not, getting as much. I guess they've gotten rid of maybe like trying to, oh, we've changed the packaging. Look at the sleek packaging, and the customer won't notice that don't put as much product in there anymore. I guess maybe they have decided that didn't work, and we're like, they know that's up, so we'll just keep the original packaging because it's, it does, when companies change their packaging and stuff like that, like the sizes and stuff, that does cost, the money to do that, So yeah, so anymore, beware of products and make sure they're like all the way full, or, I guess maybe at some point they won't be all the way full, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm going to have to pay more attention. I looked when I was shopping, because I was talking to the one lady who was like, well, they better be giving me this cheaper price because it's on the, I don't remember if she was getting cookies or something. But anyways, I was like, I just got something here 2 weeks ago. It was on sale for like $11.50. It was a clothes item. And it was on sale from like 13 something, which I wouldn't have paid that much for it. And I thought, well, I really like that product. I'll go and I'll get more. I went, and this was yesterday. And now it's like 15 something. I'm like, well, I guess the item I got, it will last me a couple of years, so I'm good. So I didn't buy the product. So I think going forward, I think later at the end of this month, I'm going to go to Walmart. I'm going to get a whole bunch of stuff that I know that I use like every month, and I am just going to stock up. Because you know the prices are only going to go up. They're not going to go down, or if they do, they're not going to be that much. And I don't like, especially, well, I usually do that anyways. When it gets towards the wintertime, I usually wait till like November. But I think I'm going to stock up even more just because of prices and then, weather. But, yeah, have you guys been seeing this as well? I'm sure I'm not the only one. But, yeah.